that you're destined to repeat.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Chargers of San Diego. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Amari Hampton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Still going. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from him for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Still on his feet. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get it out to midfield. He'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. They run again on first down. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about the defense for these Chargers.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on the tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play.
As Sanders has it poked free. Now this is picked up, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Sanders.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Go!
Sanders to throw. Under pressure, they get
impressive 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. To throw is Sanders. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Allen. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Cougar 19. Ready?
A run once more with Hampton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd
18,
and 12
right here.
at the
Let's go now.
47-yard
Ready?
line.
Now Sanders. Right side, he has Johnston. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 53 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Chargers 14.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive drive winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 19. To throw, it's Allen. Got him in, it's Brown. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To the air, Allen. And Cook has it left side. Calling a gain of 40 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. This is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. Chargers 14. Tyler Bass to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A nice little juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
The Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Cook again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 53 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. As Sanders has it poked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first carry here for the running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Wide open receiver complete. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. He's still on his feet. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 56 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. touchdown pass to kick it away.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Throwing, Sanders. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
From the gun, it's Shador.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Dorian Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 9. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
Touchdown, Chargers!
His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Allen going to go on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Final pass on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 15-point game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
He gets it to Johnston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game. It's still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go. Trap 60.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ed Oliver coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They'll go. Here's Sanders. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. So they came in here facing a very tall task, going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Chargers,
The loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to